Yeah, so we're here in George Wainborn Park in Vancouver. It's right in the downtown core of the city, and it's land that was reclaimed here in the Falls Creek area. You can see the water behind me in Falls Creek, and just a few hundred yards in that direction is the Pacific Ocean. And it's a site that was, the site behind me is the Ireland-Canada Monument approved by Vancouver Parks Board in June of 2017, and given a green light by the Musqueam, Squamish and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations people who have lived on this very land since time immemorial. And delighted to note that the City of Vancouver has recognised that fact, and it's part of city commentary every time there's a speech made by city officials. They recognise that we're all standing on the land of the First Nations. And we Irish people, land is important to us, and we look back in 1845 and 48 during probably the most traumatic time in Irish history, when people were dying en masse all over Ireland, and had to leave Canada and had to leave Ireland and come to Canada, and they travelled across the ocean in ships that we know are coffin ships, and landed at Gros Isle, Quebec, and here they travelled from there across the country. Those that survived the starvation related diseases came across Canada, and they helped build the nation we know today. So we're standing on the very central area of the Ireland-Canada Monument, and just where I'm standing here is approximately Galway. And in the park we'll be putting a sidewalk shaped like the island of Ireland around the monument area. So you can enter at Belfast, you can enter at Dublin, you could enter at Waterford, and come around here to the actual monument centrepiece, where the names of Irish Canadians will be held high in the design, and will also feature artwork commemorating what the Irish have achieved here in Canada. There's so much to talk about. Well, one of the items that could be mentioned here is the contribution of Irish hurlers to the game of ice hockey, which was born in Nova Scotia. That's a major feature of the monument, sorry. Yeah, we're looking forward to building the monument in the coming months, and maybe hopefully in 2020 have it unveiled here in the city. And we would certainly want to see lots of Irish people come across to Vancouver and enjoy the celebrations that'll be here in the city.